So the prevailing view in tech circles tends to go something like this.
The way that I think what we're doing helps the other 7 billion people is not that different. I mean, it'll hopefully be greater in magnitude than previous technologies, but technology is kind of how we lift everybody up.
This is what former chief economist of the IMF Simon Johnson and Darren Acemoglu refer to as the productivity bandwagon. This is the idea that new machines and production methods that increase productivity will also produce higher wages. As technology progresses, the bandwagon will pull along everybody, not just entrepreneurs and owners of capital. But take a look at this graph. It mainly shows the decrease in wages for people without a college education in the US. But can this really be pinned on technology, or at the very least the lack of productivity arising from the early internet? There are a few reasons why it might be the case that technology has had a significant part to play in this. The first reason is a term coined by Darren Acemoglu, so-so automation, meaning automation that could be done as well or better by a human. Think of self-checkout kiosks at supermarkets, for example. They displace workers, but they're often inefficient and lead to you having to ask someone to come and help you anyway. Of course, this may help to increase the profit margins of a company, but workers' wages remain stagnant and productivity doesn't increase. So what's on offer when it comes to policy? One popular suggestion is universal basic income. This is the idea that governments should regularly hand out unconditional payments, giving people a basic income. There are, however, a few things to consider with UBI. Will it significantly affect people's ability to contribute value to society, something that has historically given people so much meaning? Do people really want to live by getting handouts and then be at their own leisure all day? In a paper titled "Can We Have Pro-Worker AI?" written in September 2023, author Acemoglu and Johnson lay out 5 policies that could shape technology towards becoming more pro-worker. 1. Equalise tax rates on employing workers and on owning equipment algorithms. 2. Update occupational safety and health administration rules to create safeguards, for example on the surveillance of workers. 3. Increase funding for human complementary technology research. 4. Create an AI centre of expertise within the government. And 5. Use that federal expertise to advise on whether purported human complementary technology is appropriate to adopt in publicly provided education and healthcare programs. There are also a further 3 suggestions in the book Power and Progress by Johnson and Acemoglu that I thought were particularly interesting. Market incentives for redirection. This could, for example, mean government subsidies for more socially responsible technologies, similar to the subsidies provided for renewable energy. Investing in workers. This is the idea that marginal worker productivity could be raised by post-schooling training through vocational courses or learning on the job. Take the German apprenticeship system, for example, which incentivizes firms to fund training efforts for their employees for up to 4 years at a time. And lastly, government leadership to redirect technological change. Governments might not be the engines of innovation, yet it could play its part in redirection via taxes, regulation, and agenda setting. The production of penicillin, for example, was discovered in 1928, but wasn't scaled for mass use until it fulfilled the social mission of keeping the US military healthy during World War II. There are other good examples of technological redirection as well. New regulations on data privacy, now commonly known as GDPR, have become adopted well past the EU member states it was intended for, and subsidies provided for renewable energies like solar have dropped sharply. This has been Knowledge Brief, thanks for watching.